All right, so we are now in front of the Cardiff Castle. So we just want to go in there right now. So just come with us. So let us see what is really happening there. Come, let's go. We are now in Cardiff Castle. So I'm going to take you rounds. So we just come here. We just want to see what is in here. You can see the arrow. So this arrow we now show you how to go about it. So come with me. Let's go. Very lovely place. In fact, I'm really very excited. So you can see here now is closed. So we have to go to this place. Yeah. So this is the Arab room. So we have to wait for others so that we can have a tea party. Very lovely place. You can see some nice paintings. You could which one? Yeah, this is called the Arab room. So we are going to have a peep and see what's in there. Come, let's see. Wow. Just look at the artworks, man. Very lovely. I wonder how long it take these people to construct all this. This is really wonderful. Look at the artworks. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. All this in the Cardiff Castle. So you can go online and check out what the Cardiff Castle look like from the outside. So, but we are here inside. I'm showing you inside. Yeah, nice, fine.
And for the Lord's many faithful guests. We also have a massive staff party in this room as well. The staff will have a great time. We obviously invite the children, it's time to drink and spend the festive season together. Of course, family did usually have a very long table, not as kind of shabby as this one looks now. It looks like some primary school tables have been put in, but there was a grand, large wooden table originally in this room. You could see loads of guests. When the family left, of course, they decided to take that with them. They will be then planning for the poor people to come and look at, of course. So very beautiful. They'd always decorate and put Christmas trees all around the room. So when we have parties as well, we have a minstrels gallery, just here, so it's part of all that. And then just at the top there, you've got a little kind of section where you have small people with small instruments like violins, harps, things like that, kind of playing a bit to entertain the guests as well. Now this room originally here didn't always look like this. Before the renovation, it was 7 bedrooms across 2 floors, but the third Marquis wanted somewhere to hold big, large events where he could invite all of his guests and show off his wealth. So it was all knocked through, and this room itself took about 29 years to complete. But I think it was worth it, of course, you can see. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pass through, we're going to be heading down the servants' staircase into a smaller dining room, which is a bit more intimate room with the family needs. Okay, so everyone on the Christmas tour, if you want to follow me, we will carry on.
Keep filming or cut? Keep filming or cut?
Cut.
Okay, guys. So, this room here is a small dining room, of course. Apologies for a little bit of a wait there was a bit of a car crash when I was told, but we're all kind of in here now. So, of course, this room has been very lovely decorated with the table in here. The family would have their own personal Christmas dinner in this room. They'd have things like pheasant and much more kind of rich birds than a normal turkey. Obviously, they were very, very wealthy, of course. I'll go into the kind of decoration of this room as well. So, just on this beautiful fireplace here, you have the story of Abraham and Sarah. So, you have Abraham on the right there, Sarah on the left. They were visited by the three angels in the centre there. You're told you're going to have a baby, quite similar to the Nativity. But Sarah can be seen on the left-hand side here. She is laughing with her hand over her mouth, and she's about to turn 100 years old. So she's not really in peak condition to be having any more children, of course. The story continues, however. She ends up having the baby, and they name the baby Isaac. Continues on the stained glass windows, just around the room here, and ends just behind me here. We have the very famous scene of Abraham about to sacrifice Isaac to prove his faith to God. However, at the last moment, he is stopped by an angel. Instead, they sacrifice the ram just below there, which you can see on the left-hand side. Back to the table as well. I will let you know it's a very, very unique table itself, without all the kind of dressings on it. In the centre, there is a hole, not for an umbrella, as many people like to tell me, before I finish my sentence. There's a hole in there. So what would happen before the family would dine? If I could sneak in to this drawer here. A gardener would enter the room, and he would plant a fresh grapevine in the centre of the table. So the family could pick their very own grapes from their very own vineyard at their very own table. I cannot tell you how wealthy they were. Very, very wealthy. Yes. With the grapes as well from the vineyard, they did try and create their own wine to sell to people of their many properties that they had. Sadly, didn't go down too well. There was a review written in a local newspaper. It read along the lines of, it takes 3 men to drink a bottle of Lord Bute's wine, 1 man to drink the bottle, and 2 men to hold him down. Wasn't a great review. Okay? So, what we're going to do now is we're just going to head through this archway here into the drawing room. Okay? If you want to follow me. Just through here, okay?
Sorry.
Family would have their Christmas dinner in that room there, and they'd come into this room, relax, things like that. There used to be a massive round table in the centre of the room. The family could sit around, have things like tea and drink, and just have a nice time, basically. This wasn't a room that the servants really got to see that often. They wouldn't spend a lot of time in here. This was a very private room for the family. Originally, there were lots of paintings all over these walls as well. As you can see, there's still a few, but when the family left, of course, they did decide to take those paintings with them. It was one of the core reasons why this room is quite dull compared to the rest of the castle. You have the cream walls, the white ceilings. The reason for this, Lady Gwendolyn spoke with William Burgess and said, I want a room where I can hang my paintings. I don't want any extravagant decorations taking away from the very, very beautiful paintings, of course. So what we're left with is we have some portraits of the family here. So just here you have John, the second Marquis of Bute. This is the father of the man we're talking about today. He's the one who made them all the money by exploiting the coal industry in Wales. Very, very well for himself, made him very wealthy. Sadly died, left it all to his son then, the third Marquis of Bute, the man we're talking about. So this man here was only 6 months old when he gained all of his wealth from his father. If we were going to equate it to today's funds, he would have been worth about £8 billion. And he's not even 1 year old yet. So he's doing very, very well for himself, of course. Just over here then, this painting in the corner, you have Lieutenant Colonel Lord Ninian Crichton Stewart. You might recognise the name Ninian. This was one of the boys that we saw in the nursery earlier on. Obviously, looks a little bit different there, grown up a bit, grown some facial hair as well. He went off to fight in World War I. He sadly lost his life. And then finally, the fifth Marquess of Bute here. This was the last family member to own the house before it was taken over by the council. He decided to gift the castle to the people of Cardiff on September 10, 1947. He's the reason you guys can come in and have a tour today. My job as a tour guide. Very, very important. Okay, what we're going to do is just going to head through to the library now. Want to follow me? Okay guys, so this is the library here. Very, very beautiful room, of course. This would be the room where the third Marquess would do all of his reading and studying. The family would spend a lot of time in here reading those books as well. Obviously they didn't have TVs back then, so books were a very good form of entertainment. You'll notice we have these tables here, very, very unique. There's another one just down the end as well. You can see the grates just under the legs of the table. This would be where the central heating for the house would come in. This room was always kept very, very warm, especially during the winter months when the family were here. So this was always a lovely room to kind of come and sit in as well. Speaking of warmth, I'll just show you the fireplace as well. So you have this very, very beautiful fireplace just here. This fireplace shows the 5 birth languages of the world. So these are some to be known, some of the oldest languages in the world. So from the left to right, you have Greek, Assyrian, Aramaic, Egyptian hieroglyph, and then Norse runic on the end there as well. Of course, we've got a lovely decorated fireplace just in the front as well. But that brings me to the end of the tour, I'm afraid now, guys. Thank you very much for coming. You've been a pleasure to take a round. Do take a walk into the entrance room there. We've got a lovely, beautiful Christmas tree you guys can take some photos in front of course. And then what I'll ask you to do is if you head on over to the cafe, show them your Christmas ticket, and they will have mulled wine there available to anyone who's been on the tour. Okay? So thank you very, very much for coming. Have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and have a nice day as well. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Just make a just like all those adventures movie and all that.
Yeah, finally, we are done touring around the Cardiff Castle, so you can see how we have gone and show you how everything is, show you how inside is. So just take your time and go through the video. If you really like what you see, encourage us by liking our video, share our video, comment. If there's any question, ask us and we'll be very free to answer you. Thank you for following us this far. We really thank you. We appreciate you. Peace.